It's Jennifer Paganelli, J-Pags as you guys call me. How cute is that? I just love you guys on Facebook. We're having such a good time there. And we're going to get you guys all to the website too for these tutorials because they're too fun and too easy. So today we're going to make chrysanthemums. If you can pronounce it, you can make it. And we're going to make mums. And these are some of my faves. So easy, and I can't wait to show you. You already have the basics of some of this part, the stem part, on a previous tutorial. So we'll talk about that later. But what I'm going to do today is show you the two flowers and how to make them in felt. So to make these beautiful bouquets, you'll need a big, beautiful dog named Eloise. Yeah, Eloise! To make these big, beautiful bouquets, you'll need hot glue, glue sticks, a really good pair of scissors for the wool felt you're going to use, ribbon, cloth-covered wire, and different colored felts. For the first one, you want about, I would say, 1.5 inches of felt. You're going to laugh when you see how easy this is. And you can glue that down for the loops. You can glue this part down, or you don't have to. But first we're going to make some loops. So you've got it folded. You've got about 1.5 inches. See there, 1.5 inches? And for the loops, you're going to just cut. Just like that. Oh my gosh, how easy is that? I know you guys hear a lot of heavy breathing. We've got two big dogs in the studio today. And we're going to show you George and Eloise when we're done. Now, try to keep them closer together so you get small loops, or do them farther apart and you get big fat loops. Either way, just enjoy. This one is about, I'd say, 9 inches long at the most. I would say for this, I probably did about 14 inches long because you want the ability to wrap. Then you're going to take your cloth-covered wire. Those are my favorite, you know that. So we've got the cloth-covered wire, and check this out. So, and you can glue remember we talked about gluing that. But here's one already done. It is not glued, so bear with me. You're just going to roll this like this. Hot glue in there. You're going to put your hot glue in there. Roll. How cool is that? You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make those and sell them. That's what I do. I make them and sell them. How fun, right? Can you see that? I love it. Okay, and I'm going to just take that one apart because that was just our tester to show you. And then here you have wrapped around. I love to show you the bottom. I don't know. We'll probably show it at the tail end. But these are all wrapped around and hot glued. And you get the, depending on your colors. I should tell you guys, I like wool felt. It's just sturdier and it doesn't fall apart. And it's just like the way I like to do things. Now, on the next one, on this bigger one, what I did was I folded it in half just like before. I took about 9 inches again. But again, if you want it bigger, just use a longer piece of felt, fold it in half. Maybe even 2 inches if you want for the width, and then cut. But remember, guys, don't cut all the way. Don't cut to the bottom. Just cut to as close as you're comfortable with, because if you go to the bottom, you'll cut them off. So cut through here, stop at about 1/4 inch, and then once again you get your wire, and you're going to roll and roll. How fun. And again, glue these together if you feel more comfortable. If you're not adept at keeping it held together, just glue it down the center. But how fun is that? Now this is a little smaller than these, so just make your, but the more felt you use, you know, the longer, the more full it will be. But there you have your chrysanthemum, if I can say that correctly. And then we'll talk to you about, what I did was I cut felt flowers. If you can see, and not flowers, leaves, sorry guys. Take leaves and just hot glue them over where you rolled it so you don't have to look at that sort of ugly mess. And just plop 2 leaves over it. And there you go again with our just a couple of leaves. And how pretty is that? You're not looking at any the underbelly of this. And then I took all the stems, wrapped them in ribbon like we showed you before. You just wrap around, hot gluing as you go. And then stick something, you know, fun, a button or something pretty towards the end to hold down the ribbon without seeing the hot glue. And there you have it. So here we have it. I just want to give you some pointers on this because it can be a little bit tricky. Not really, but again, you're folded over felt. Do not cut to the end so you can see how far down I've cut because I don't want to lose the phrase. Then open it up. Hot glue it down the center to give it some really, you know, just a little nothing almost. Just so it holds together. So just so that it'll stay closed. How about that? And then wrap it around your wire. Slowly. And then, you know, there's a wire. Pretend there's a wire here. And then you'll get this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful flower. How pretty is that? And the same with the loop. Bring this over here. I'll give you a pointer on this. Never cut down to the base. You can hot glue this by opening it. Hot glue, back down, hot glue here, and hot glue here. Right? Again, wrap it around your cloth covered wire. Maddie's getting a nice shot on this so you can see how the loops, and these loops might be too big for you, so make your loops smaller, but how beautiful! I love it. And then I'm just going to show you real quick, underneath here you can see how I rolled them and I kept adding hot glue. And you really don't want to see that, you know, so this is where your wonderful felt leaves technique come in handy. It just hides it and makes it, you know, a finished product. So you guys enjoy. I want to see your stuff. You know, talk to us on Facebook, read our blog, watch our tutorial page, and in general, just have a good time because that's what this is about. This is our audience. We have George from customer service and we have Eloise from shipping. They are very tired today. A lot of panting going on. They've had a lot to do and they chase the postman and do all fun things when you work in the shipping department. So listen, have a great day. Remember Eloise and George and ask us questions. We love to hear from you.